Hello Persona fans and welcome back to Trinity Soul Tuesdays, the show where I cover an episode of Persona Trinity Soul every 2 weeks and encourage you all to watch along with me. When we last left off, we had 20 minutes of awkwardness that resulted in a pretty cool Persona awakening. On today's episode, we see the broccoli from before is being stored in Tupperware, so that she doesn't lose her freshness. While an unseen man watches over the pods from the Matrix while discussing how a persona is part of oneself and can't be separated from a host. Well, I mean, yeah, that's why we've got so many inside-out bodies. Hey, but wait, Shin can... Oh, back at school? Oh right, school, that's a thing. Shin is busy checking out that booty, but gets snapped back to reality after hearing Takuro mention the name Takashi Okazaki, the dead kid from the first episode who was on Ryo's list. Apparently he was in a band and Takuro was gonna go support his horrible singing? Come on Shin, you know Takashi is dead, you've gotta come clean. What else could possibly be on your mind right now?
Sorry, could you make the music louder?
Ito and, that guy, whose name I have not bothered to learn yet. Hold on, you know what? Let me look it up now. Tomohiro Narasaki. I am not going to remember that. Are going over footage of the karaoke incident, looking for any clues that may reveal what, suddenly killed 4 people and caused one of them to get turned inside out. And they get their answer in the form of... this. Yeah, okay, I've seen video game rumors spread with less evidence, so I think they're onto something. Up on the roof of the school, Takuro is telling Shin all about his buddy Takashi. How Takashi once got furious because Takuro lied to him, even if he did so out of the best intentions. Right, Shin? No one should be lied to, even if you think that's what's best for them. That's what Takuro is saying, see? How if you know something, you shouldn't keep it a secret? Oh, for fuck's sake, Shin, why would you not tell Takuro his buddy is dead? He is practically slapping you in the face with subtext here. What is going through that head of yours? Fair enough. Later that night, Jun leaves, and rather than giving him another chance to go all the way back to the beach, Shin catches up to him and is like, Jun, the heck? See, ever since awakening to his persona, Jun's been a little extra weird, saying he feels voices calling to him. So the two catch a cab to this sketchy, abandoned grunge warehouse nightclub. Cool. Shin goes in alone, only to find Chie trying to keep down a particularly rowdy stolen persona, who apologizes for his rudeness when they first met. You know, what with the whole trying to kill him and eat his persona thing. Of course, at this point, it's easy to piece 2 and 2 together. The rowdy persona was Takashi's, and this guy here is the one that killed him. And the reason why it's so rowdy and hard to keep down is because of Takashi's strong will to perform in this very club. I really like this. Trinity Soul has a lot of persona rules and lore that differ from the games, but I thought this part worked out pretty well. And the quick battle between Abel and Gukyo is short but oh so sweet, as they actually use the layout of the club itself to battle. But it's interrupted by Jun coming in and Seth doing a thing. Chie Dude escapes and the siblings flee the collapsing club because Abel seems to have 0 quarrels with causing property damage. Jun confirms with Shin just what the heck is going on, and yes, Jun, that is your
persona.
So how was your night? Shin confronts Ryo about all the stuff that's been happening, how he's been attacked, how people have weird things coming out of their necks, how they both saw Jun summon one too, and in Ryo's defense... That's true, he has said that. Several times now. To the point where it's been kind of annoying. The next day, Shin decides that he needs to tell Takuro something, so they head behind the school. Megumi, worried about them, has this conversation with Kanaru.
それってやりに行ったんじゃ。やりにですか？ほんと、いい加減やめさせなきゃ。ダメなんですか？それはだってとにかく危ないし。やったことあるんですか？とにかく行こう。 気持ちいいのに。
I know it's very hard to believe me, but I swear they're just talking about shadow extraction. Takara finally hears the news of his friend's death, and he goes through many of the stages of grief pretty quickly. But Chie shows up again to wreck the party. And you know what? He's pretty cocky for someone who lost both previous fights because his own body started crapping out on him. But he still decides to mock Takara about being mad that his friend is dead? This guy is just a massive dick. And to the surprise of no one, Takara's rage brings Spartacus back out to play. Naturally, with both Abel and Spartacus ganging up on him, Chie gets his butt kicked, but Gukyo still manages to create a distraction and help him escape. Unfortunately, Takara is so angry right now that Spartacus is completely out of control, but once Shin gives him a nice strong tackle, that seems to put an end to it. Sharing a quick moment of camaraderie with his party members and even resident support persona user Jun, Shin decides to have a talk with Ryo and tell him firmly, face to door, that he's not leaving this town, that after all he's seen, he's gonna stay right here and find out what's going on. And what follows, I think, is perfectly summed up by an exchange made famous from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I believe that is a poor decision. Maybe. But it's mine to make. And that is where this episode ends. I know we're only 5 episodes in, and I'm well aware that there are ups and downs from here on out, but this may be one of my favorite episodes of the whole series. It's the first time I feel we have a story focusing on another character. We get some sweet persona fight, Shin gets to stand up to Ryo a bit. This is easily one of the best episodes, and if they were all as strong as this one, I think the series as a whole would be remembered more fondly. Those of you that are watching along at home, what did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all again in 2 weeks. But for now, so long. On the next episode of Trinity Soul Tuesdays.